Good morning. Welcome to our mini morning seated yoga session. Now allow yourself to come into a comfortable seated position. You might place your hands at heart center, maybe palms flat against the chest. Maybe you come into Adi Mudra, thumbs into the palms, let your hands rest. Allow yourself to sit up nice and tall and take a few moments to notice your breathing. Now let's extend our arms out to the sides with the palms up. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead, keep your shoulders relaxed. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, press your palms up toward the ceiling. Open up some space through the side body, and on the exhale, let's release our arms down beside us. Let them come to rest beside our hips. And again, we're going to inhale, lift up. Exhale, interlace your fingers. Inhale, press up through the palms, and on the exhale, allow those arms to release down beside the hips. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now, as those arms come down beside us, let's let our palms rest gently beside our hips. Lean into your right arm and extend your left arm. Open up some space in the side body. Bring your hand to your temple. Notice how this gentle lateral flexion feels to begin. And then inhale, lift that left arm up. Let it come down beside the hips. Lean into that left arm. Extend your right arm up. And again, hand comes to the temple, not on the top of the head. And just open up some space in the side body again. Now inhale, lift your right arm up, and let's go ahead and take that right arm out away from the body. Palm on the mat, extend your left arm. Now you're going to get a little bit more of a lateral flexion here. Maybe bend your right elbow, and maybe reach through those left fingers, and breathe. Now inhale, let's come back up, and on the exhale, place your left hand out away from you. Inhale, reach that right arm up, and on the exhale, let's hinge over. Now inhale, let's come back up, and exhale, and release. Now from here, we're going to inhale, lift our shoulders up, and on the exhale, squeeze the shoulders together and back. Release your shoulders down. Inhale, bring them forward, lift them up, and on the exhale, draw the shoulders back, release them down. And once again, we're going to inhale, bring the shoulders forward, lift them up. And on the exhale, draw both shoulders back. We're going to place both hands down behind us. Walk the hands in close to one another so that we get the muscles all along the spine into a shortened position. And then keep your right hand where it's at. Bring your left hand over to your right knee. We're going to come into our seated spinal twist. Notice how this feels. Gentle twist of the spine. Make sure you can breathe comfortably. Nothing feels uncomfortable or restrictive. Now inhale, we'll come back to center. Bring our left hand behind us. And this time bring your right hand over to your left leg. And once again, let's gently twist and breathe. Now let's come back to center and bring both hands down beside us. Now we're going to go through a little flexion and extension of the spine. So we're sitting up nice and tall. We lift our chin to begin with, and on the exhale, lower the chin down toward the chest. So we're starting the flexion and extension in our neck. Inhale, lift up through the chin. Maybe draw your shoulders back a bit. And then on the exhale, let your chin come down. Let your shoulders start to round forward. So let's flow through this. Inhaling, maybe we bring this down into the mid-back. And exhale, let the chin come down, round the shoulders forward, round out your mid-back. Once again, inhale, lift up, draw the shoulders back. And on the exhale this time, as the chin comes down and the shoulders round forward, let's bring our hands to our knees, round out that mid-back even more. Slide your hands in close towards your hip flexors, lean forward, and notice how this feels to let go of some back tension. We want the spine to be straight. We might put the hands down in front or come all the way down to the forearms if you choose. Now press into your hands. Let's walk our hands back in. Let's bring our attention to our hips and circle the hips a bit. Let's lean to the right. Come forward toward that right knee. Bring your body to the center. Take it over to the left and back to center. So let's just take this circles a few more times. Notice how it feels. Make sure you're not pushing or forcing through any pain. One more circle in this direction. Now, when you come back to center, we're going to pause. We are going to go in the opposite direction. We might even switch across the legs as we do. Allow yourself to bring that attention to the hips, and let's lean to the left. Lean forward, come to the center, over to the right, and back up to center. A few more circles in this direction. Remember, you can always do more or less, depending on how you feel. And breathe. Now, we'll come back to where we started, and let's go ahead and bring our left leg back, keep our right leg centered in front, and we're going to bring our hands on either side of this right knee, and we might bend our elbows and lower down. It's going to add some compression to the abdomen, thigh, and hip. And inhale, we lift up through the crown of the head. Exhale, bend your elbows and lower down. And inhale, lift up. One more time, exhale, bend your elbows, lower down. And inhale, lift up. Maybe bring both hands on the outside of that knee. Little twist. You might walk your hands back toward the hip, a little bit deeper of a twist. And then fold over that leg in deer pose. Calming, deep twist, deep compression. We'll walk our hands back in. We can extend that left leg out. Place our hands in front of our right ankle, lean in and walk our hands forward. So this stretches our back and this extended leg. And breathe. Consider taking your hands over to that extended leg, folding over. Notice how that feels. And breathe. Let's walk the hands back in. Bring your left leg in front of your right, or possibly come into that square pose or shoelace, knee on top of knee. Let's take our arms out to shoulder height. Bring your right arm over your left. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Stay upright or round forward if you choose. It's going to deepen the stretch in the shoulders and hips, add some compression of the abdomen, calming. And breathe. Now inhale, let's come back up, and on the exhale, unwind the arms, extend them all the way out. Let's bring our hands down beside the hips, gently lift your shoulders up, draw them back once again, and this time let your chin come down to the chest. Take your chin towards your right shoulder, look out over the right shoulder, lift your head up, bring the head to center, turn to the left, lower the chin down, and back to center. So just a couple more times with this. Remember, we want to make sure that we're not pushing into any pain. Doesn't matter how big the circles are, as long as they feel like they're letting go of tension, not aggravating tension. One final circle. Take your time. Once your chin comes back to the center, let's pause. Lift the head up, release your hands. Let's go ahead and come into the same Z-sit on the opposite side with left leg in front, one hand on either side of that left knee. Bend your elbows, lower down. Again, take your time. There's a lot of compression happening there. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bending elbows, lowering down. Inhale, lifting up. One more time, exhale, bending the elbows, lowering down. And inhale, we come up. Let's go ahead and walk our hands over to the outside of that knee. Maybe walk them a little bit closer to the hip, and then decide if you want to fold over that leg, come down onto your forearms, and you're in deer pose. Great for digestion, calming for the nervous system. And breathe. And then we walk our hands back in. And once again, we extend the right leg out, keep the left leg centered. Let's place our hands in front, lean forward. Once we come out to where it feels like that just right stretch for us, we can pause, relax. Maybe there's a little more stretch. Let's take our hands to that extended leg, place our hands on our shin or slide them closer to our ankle. And just breathe. And then we're going to bring that right leg in front, on top, or possibly shoelace, your choice. Arms out. Left arm over the right. Give yourself a big hug. Again, notice how this feels. Do we want to stay upright or do we want to fold forward? And breathe. Now inhale, we're coming back up. And on the exhale, let's unwind the arms, extend them all the way out. Let's bring our hands down beside us. Lift the shoulders up. Let's squeeze them together. Place your fingertips down behind you. Now, let's go ahead and lower the chin. Let your chin travel to your left shoulder. Lift your chin up from that shoulder. Bring your head to center. Turn to the right. Chin comes down and back to center. Just 2 more circles like this. Take your time. Now, once your chin makes it back to the center, this time we're going to pause for a moment. We'll lift our head up, release our shoulders, and then just come into a comfortable seated position and bring your hands to heart center or in another mudra that you prefer. And take a moment. Notice your experience. Thank you for sharing your morning practice with me. From my heart to yours, namaste.